cool. I want to play now. Okay, but you talked about the Ghoul, playable Ghoul in 2025. I need to move. You're here now, so I need to know more.
About the Ghoul?
About the Ghoul.
Yeah, people can play as ghouls early next year.
Can you tell us more?
Of course I can.
Yes.
So a lot of our features coming up are really geared towards expanding the optional playstyles for some of our in-game players. In-game players meaning really level 50s and above, right? Because level 50 is about when you start nuking the Scorch Beast Queen and braving the fights with Earl and whatnot. So Player Ghoul is going to be a feature that allows players gives them more options for how they play through the in-game content.
Yeah.
So to become a Ghoul, you have to at least be level 50. You're presented with a quest that kind of goes over what it means to be a Ghoul. If you choose to Ghoul up, you turn into a Ghoul, and you get all sorts of different powers that you didn't really have before. I mean, there's some drawbacks to being a Ghoul, but there are some advantages as well. So one advantage to being a Ghoul is that you're completely radiation resistant. As a matter of fact, radiation helps you. For instance, if I were to stub my toe and I got my health down and I drink some dirty water, it'll heal me. If I continue to expose myself to radiation, I start to build that radiation up that I can use in other ways. So while it might not sound like a huge thing off the bat, if you think about it, being 100% radiation resistant by default means I don't have to wear power armor, which a lot of people wear to stave off radiation. And so not having to wear power armor frees up a whole bunch of perk points I can use in other things. That alone is opening up different play styles right there. But as a Ghoul, you have access to 32 new Ghoul-specific end-game perk cards to use in addition. 32.
Wow.
To use in addition to the existing human perk cards. Wow. So those combined, dozens of new play styles that I can think of off the bat. Our players always surprise us. They're going to figure out things that we surely didn't think of. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do when they get this in their hands. Additionally, Ghouls they don't have to worry about hunger and thirst. There's no hunger and thirst to have to keep up. Instead, they have a feral meter.
A feral meter?
A feral meter.
Okay.
I'll let the viewers at home try to guess what happens when your feral meter runs out. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, as a Ghoul, you have advantages and you have disadvantages. As a human, you have advantages and disadvantages. Some of those will be underlined a bit more to kind of push the two character types apart a little bit. But it's shaping up to be a really exciting feature. Really exciting feature.
Sure. I know that we spoke about feedback and community feedback specifically earlier, but playing as a Ghoul in a Fallout game, I think, has probably been a requested feature since they were ever introduced in the first. So it's great that players now have soon have the opportunity to live that sort of roleplay experience and all the mechanics associated with that. It's been such a good reception to it. I was there when it was initially revealed, and that room was blown away by it. They stood up cheering. So it's a really exciting time for Fallout fans when they can get that option now.
Yeah, the feedback was amazing.
Yeah.